Now, ladies and gentlemen, just when we thought Valve's response time couldn't be any longer, or wondered if they still cared about Counter-Strike Global Offensive since their main priorities now stand with CS2, boy, the turntables have turned.
Well, how the turntables...
As of yesterday writing this script, it was actually about the parasail, on how we don't know when it's coming, it's probably going to carry over into CS2, but also how we're waiting on a new case and how we should be receiving one pretty much any week now. As of late last night on the 22nd, the Paris 75% off sale officially dropped. So those who said there wouldn't be one, well, get played once again, bozo. In today's video, I want to discuss the 75% off sale, what you should and shouldn't do, and what you should watch out for, CS2's worrisome release and what bothers me about it, the next case, and some more. Now, today's video sponsor is Skins Monkey. Skins Monkey is a trading site for your CSGO skins. It's one of the easiest and safest ways to swap out your inventory for something new. Extra cash on every trade gets added to your balance. It also has a 30% deposit bonus. And if you use the link in the description or use my code MANDO in two different ways, one which adds 5%, totaling out to 35 for your deposit bonus. And if you're a first-time user, you can get up to a free $5 on your first trade. They also have a freebies tab where you can enter giveaways for free. If interested, it'll be the top of the link in the description below. So first, I want to talk about the Paris 75% off sale, some do's and don'ts. The reason this is first is, well, I find it the most important because some people are going to get scammed. So that being number one, the obvious, don't be scammed by someone telling you need to buy an item based off of their analysis that it's a gold mine of an investment. The best thing you can always do is do your own research and go into the sale if you're going to choose to do so as late as possible. The 75% off sale in past previous majors, I'm even going to count RMR because there was a sale, had major like stickers. RMR was 44 days, Stockholm was 49, Antwerp was 68, and Rio was 71. Now we're very close to going well over that 2.5 month mark, and we could be going into the 3-month territory here very soon, possibly with this Paris sale. Now the reason these sales have lasted longer than past previous years, well, they pull in numbers and wonders for Valve, as well as all the teams. They make quite a bit of money, and if they keep on the shop, yes, it hurts investors, but Valve makes the bag, and everyone also gets very cheap and affordable stickers. So that's something to take note of, that this sale could last a very long time. I think personally it's going to carry over to CS2. These stickers look good, a little too good. My first thoughts right now, for items like the Mouse 2021 Holo, who have very similars, if not better in Paris, I don't really see someone paying right now or 2 months down the line after the sale concludes an extra $20 for the 2021 version for a fraction of the price that there is in Paris. So pretty simple. Don't get scammed. Go in as late as possible if you choose to do so. As it goes for what I'm doing, probably going to buy some stickers to craft with, and this is also giving you guys a perfect opportunity to create an entire inventory based off one sticker for a very cheap price, at least as of right now. Don't put in what you can't afford to lose. Now this is probably a whole video itself, but I want to discuss the next big update, that being a case or operation release. This is obviously going to include a boatload of skins, brand new stickers, agents, a new case if it's an operation, and you kind of get the point. An operation, in my opinion, will be delayed, and also I don't even think one's in development. I think the devs right now are way too busy with CS2. They have other priorities. You can just take a look at skins and stickers in game. If they really cared, those things would be fixed, but it's also not caring, it's manpower and resources. They just don't have it. The dev team is pretty small over there for Valve for CSGO, and I think they just want to push out Counter-Strike 2. That's the main priority. An operation with Global Offensive going into CS2 doesn't really make much sense. It'd make more sense once the honeymoon phase is over, when Counter-Strike 2 fully releases, people are getting a little bored, want more content. That's when they release it and bring all those players back who want to leave or have left already. And also they'll have time at this moment to obviously make an operation, which these do take some time, though the past couple have been copy pasta. With the way CS2 is right now, and how things like Mirage just released, which we will talk about in the next segment, it's going to be pretty interesting. Just by a statement like that and how it looks, they're obviously pretty busy, and I think they're a little over it in their head on this one. For the next CS2 skins, I personally see a case being added as the most likely possibility. Now, I'll probably have a video later this week of what skins I think have a shot at being in the game, and yes, I think it's going to be for Counter-Strike 2. I think the last case released for CS, the Counter-Strike franchise, was in Global Offensive, that being the Revolution case. Now, if you count things like the Anubis packages, then sure, but as it goes for a strict case release with knives, I think that was it for Global Offensive. As it goes for Counter-Strike 2, I think we'll have something a little different, but it'll just stay the same. And if it is the one-off case, that also delays an operation by another 6 to 7 months. Now, the last case release, we were well over 200 days since the one before. Up until the Revolution, there was no really big gameplay updates since way before the Rio sale even started, or really even concepts started coming out. Now, we now know they were working on Counter-Strike 2, which does give me and many other people in the community a lot of hope for when they're not doing something that we want or really are on top of it right away. With this next case release, I see Zeus skins either being in it or something a little separate as well. And lastly, for today's video, I want to talk about CS2 and how I could see it delayed just based off how Mirage released. So this is just my theory and my raw thoughts. I obviously can't play the game, which really does suck, but I do see all the bugs that people are seeing and playing with in game. Dust 2 didn't release as bad, but things have to be tweaked. Skins have to be fixed. Whenever they update a certain skin, a certain sticker or other random skin gets nerfed somehow or some way. Certain textures don't load properly, you kind of get it. The limited test build has been out since late March. We're now going into the summer months of June, and we have a handful more. Let's just say we do one map a month. Well, that's not going to add into the timeline that Valve has as the set release date in the summer of 2023. We're looking at a 2024 release most likely. So I think a release date, either this game is going to get delayed, these maps are already well perfected, or, which is very worrisome for me, the game is going to launch in a very buggy mess, which is something to consider, and it's something I don't really think Valve can really afford to have happen to the game or franchise right now. CSGO is fine. As much as I want to play Counter-Strike 2, I'm perfectly fine with waiting another year if that's what it takes. So many times franchises, either in movies or games, want to rush out and make the bag and capitalize on that hype, and then it ends up just tanking completely. When if they just waited an extra couple years, maybe even 6 months in some case scenarios, they could have made a whole lot more money and had the game last a whole lot longer. And this is worst case scenario, but I think this is a pretty realistic situation. It's pretty scary to think about as well. Counter-Strike would be in a pretty horrible place, and for many people, they would just kiss the game goodbye and mark it as unplayable. Yes, this is a pretty much alpha build of the game, but when it's set to release in the next 3 months, you do have to be a little concerned. That pretty much wraps up today's episode of CSGO News Update News. I'm not really sure what to call this today. I guess just a commentary video, just my thoughts, what's going into CS2. Yes, I'm still in the process of moving. I don't have a proper setup, so excuse the mic if it does sound a little off compared to my normal one. I'll see you all on Mando Monday. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. Doing a big giveaway at 20K. Catch you guys in the next one. Stay positive, stay sexy. I'm out, guys. Peace.